Hey everyone, I'm just checking in to see if you are watching me live. We're going to do the Rosy Glow look. That would be on page 18 of your catalog. It's a real simple look. I think you'll love it. It gives some suggestions. I will just mention them briefly. Depending on your skin tone, you may want a different shade of blush. And so we've got the lightest for ivory is Rogue Rose. The medium color is Shy Blush for beige. The next deeper color is Juicy Peach for bronze, and then Hot Coral for your deepest shade of bronze. I am Shy Blush, I'm a beige. So that is the blush I'll be using today. The eyeshadow will be Rose Gold. I know, just one eyeshadow. It sounds weird, but sometimes you just want to sweep a color. So I'm gonna just quickly put on my face because I didn't do that ahead of time. I was thinking along the lines of, I'm recording this and I don't always show you all the steps. So this is me putting on the foundation primer. See how quick that was? I have eye primer because even though our Chroma Fusion doesn't need it, I think it helps. And as you can see, it's white, so it's going to help brighten the color, the surface area of my eyelids to make it a little easier for this makeup to go on, wash off. It'll also help it show up more. I have my under eye corrector. We also have concealer, but this is mine, so I'm going to dab a little. I'm going to actually put my mirror up here where I can see what I'm doing. I just didn't want to drop everything. So bear with me a second as I set my mirror up to be right next to the camera. There, that's better. Now I can stipple, but I'm going to actually use a cream color brush just so you can see it in action. This is what we use when we're applying cream product like liquid eye color or concealer. It's a little cleaner than using my fingers. And I think I did a tutorial recently on cleaning brushes. So these brushes had been cleaned recently and will be cleaned again before the end of the week because I use them a lot to do demos and just put my makeup on in general. So you can see how much brighter the under eye area already is. Now I'm going to just reinforce, with use that word, reinforce my eyebrows because they are sparse in some places and thick in others. So I'm basically using this pencil and doing little lines to kind of give back a little bit of what life has taken away. And if you ever wonder how I figure out where to draw my eyebrows, well, one, I've had estheticians tell me I have pretty decent arches, so I just follow the guidelines of the 3 points that line up with your eye. Should be approximately where the pencil goes. And then I just comb out the hairs because I have thick eyebrows and they need a little taming. There, much better. Just a little fuller, nothing too crazy. Then, of course, we have our CC cream. I'm going to skip foundation today. I think this requires a quick, easy application for a quick, easy look. So I use the light to medium, and this is my liquid foundation brush here. I'm going to put a little bit on the brush just because I don't feel like doing dots on my fingers. And I can put it in any direction I want. I like to finish in a downward stroke so the little hairs on my face aren't sticking up, and I blend over the under eye corrector. Now, some people like to put the under eye corrector on last. I want to sure I blend my edges, so I do not put it on last. I also am a little red in the cheeks, partly because I cranked up the heat because the office was cold. And now I'm a little red, but it'll show you color correcting. If you were naturally a little red in your cheeks, you can see how quickly the CC cream kind of taps it down. And if I were doing full foundation, you would also notice that also color corrects. That was quick. Even in my opinion, that was quick. So we're going to just jump right in. Eye color with an all over eye color brush. This here with the eyeshadow. And it looks like she only puts it on the lower lid in the picture. So we're not going to gangbusters putting it on the whole eyelid. If you really wanted to, you could add a lighter color above. You're totally okay doing that or not. And I think the idea is just a hint of color. Rose gold is very similar to my skin tone. So you can see it's not super noticeable, but it looks pretty. And I like to go up into the crease a little because I have a deep set eye. Now I'm going to take a second to spritz with finishing spray, even though we're not done yet, because I, as a habit, like to do that. Then I'm going to pull out my cheek brush. You might recognize this. It's got the dimple. So this one, you can kind of give it a contoured shape with your thumb or leave it alone or use the top edge. And remember, we were going with Shy Blush. So I'm going to just go across the middle of the brush and down from about the temple towards the nose, 2 finger widths away, keeping it in line with my ear, right on the cheekbone. You could go a little lower if you were contouring or a little higher if you're doing a highlight. Now, of course, I don't want this to be too heavy, so I'm going to blend it out. And I did brighten the under eye area, so you're going to notice dark, light pink. I will probably go back afterwards to touch that up before, like if I was going outside or if I was going to be photographed, I would definitely go back and blend. I'm doing this kind of quick on the camera for your sake, just so you can see it. And of course, I might go a little heavier on camera than I would, let's say, in person, because of course, we don't want to overdo it. So I'm going to talk briefly. They mentioned the finishing powder. Not finishing powder, translucent powder. This is a great way to lock in your color. Warning, it's very dusty. So I put a little in the cap. Kind of trying to do so, making a mess. So I'm tapping a little into the cap. You can lock it, but sometimes I forget. And I'm going to take the all over powder brush. Oh, pardon me. Notice how it smokes? This is because it's 5 times milled. It's very fine. And tap off a little. And I'm going to just lightly dust everywhere. Some people like to bake on their foundation by putting their finishing powder, translucent powder on in between the foundation and the next whatever you're putting on, products, eyeshadow, blush, what have you. I'm not a big fan of that. It makes you very mattified, and I'm sure it looks great, but I am already starting to lose my luminosity, and I don't want to look too mattified. So now we've gotten to eyeliner, mascara, and of course, lip liner and lipstick / lip gloss. So it doesn't specifically say anything about the eyeliner, I think, on this page, but I love the waterproof, what I call the Sharpie. See how easy that goes on? The only time I'll be quiet is when I have to do something with my eyes. I don't want to hurt myself. So I'm just doing a very fine line, nothing too major. I think that's best. It doesn't mention it, but I'm a big fan of mascara primer. And it's upside down. Ta-da! And I think that is great to coat your lashes before you put your mascara on, so it goes on easier and washes off easier. It also helps minimize damage to your lashes. We don't want to damage our lashes. No, that'd be bad. Be very bad. And I'm still talking about the Fanorama Lash Love because I love the Lash Love formula. And I just realized I bumped my mirror. I mean, the Ultimate Mascara is great, but this is nice because it's got a little bit of both. It's got the volume and definition. You don't usually get that in one mascara. So it's sort of my one-stop shop, a particular favorite of mine. I've been favoring it a lot. But as you can see, I don't have to do a lot to get that effect. I can glue on fake lashes, but since Mary Kay doesn't make them, I don't generally talk about them on the videos. But I can teach you how if you ever want to learn. Anyways, I'm not going to go too crazy because then I end up putting too much on and it hits the glasses lens and it leaves a weird mark. So now we're just going to finish off with lip. I talked about this before with the lip kits, but it recommended the Ballerina Pink lip gloss. I'll stand that there for a minute. I like lipstick first, so I'm going to use our Love Me Pink Gel Semi. I'm always forgetting if this is semi matte or semi shine. I want to say this is semi matte, but I could be wrong. It might be semi shine. Well, we'll double check that later. I'll check in the catalog. But what I wanted to talk to you about was you can either match your lip color or you can match the lipstick. And I just dropped the cap. This one always seems to lose its cap. But basically, there's a shaper in the cap, so you can reshape your product. So I'm going to show you one side, the color that matches my lip, and the other side, I'm going to show you the color that matches the lipstick. All right, maybe I picked a slightly darker color than I should have. Well, it's easily fixed, so. And if I do this video again, I now know not to use that color. Yeah, matching liner to your lipstick can be challenging. Drawing's even harder. We're committing to this, though. All right, you get the idea. I'm not going to spend too much time doing that. So this is all my stuff, so I can get away with this. Or demoing it, I would probably put a doe foot applicator in front of you and show you how to swipe off the top of the lipstick to get the color onto your lip. So as I said, this is the Love Me Pink. It's not listed in the catalog, but I mean, not listed on this makeover look, but it is in the catalog. And I like to finish with a gloss. You'll see it's a very nice color, but it's kind of light. And if I wore that by itself, I think it might be too sheer. Other people might like sheer, so no knocking that. But this is a finished look. One more time, spritzing with finishing spray. There's your Rosy Glow. I look perfect for Easter, don't I? Well, thank you for your time. It was good to see you guys. And I will be back again later this week. We're going to welcome some of our newest members to the group on Wednesday. I think I'm going to do a giveaway on Friday, and just double checking that lipstick thing. I am having trouble finding it. What did I call it again? Love Me Pink. This is why I need glasses. All right, Love Me Pink is a semi-shine. That's okay because I put a lip gloss over it anyway. But either way, this is the catalog I'm referencing. If you haven't got one, let me know. I can still send you one. The new one should be coming out in a month. And of course, the sample was only in the ones that came out in the mail. So if you want to get samples, you got to tell me so I can make sure you get on that list early. Either way, I hope you had fun today, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.